Welcome back to my messy ass kitchen. Where I get my food and I talk my shit. Oh, one of my favorite people from YouTube just posted a video. Oh my god. I don't know if you can even see this thing. I'm like, there. I just need something, and I just need to talk shit and also take my mind off of uni stuff for a bit, like for real. Like I done today had a tutorial with one of my lecturers. Probably a nice guy. It's just a bit of a Jekyll and Hyde thing going on with him, I think. But I'm the one who thinks that. And if the lecturer sees this, all I'm gonna say is, I didn't say it, they did. Everyone else did, I didn't say it. Just drop everyone else in it. It was alright, it gave feedback. The feedback, not exactly what I expected to hear, but it's helpful. Helpful. I just don't like the stars that he didn't put me on the spot. Somebody else did. But I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. Oh my god. Basically, I just want to watch this. The video is regional British accents. I gotta hear this.
Hi, we're Joel and Leah, and in this video we're going to be talking about regional British accents.
I should have worn my hoodie for this, right? Because basically a few years ago, right? I don't know if I'm going to link the video after this. You have to look for that on your own. I'm not linking that. I'm not adding a link to that below. But right? What was I gonna say? Alright. Okay, distracted over here. Basically they had merch. It was a limited merch, right? And it was like jumpers, hoodies, t-shirts, stuff like that. And basically, one of them was a black hoodie with the word legend written on it. You've probably seen it in a few of my videos, but if you're new here, welcome to me being boring as fuck in my kitchen. But honestly, I don't care. I spent too long saying what other people thought of me that I just don't care no more. Some people think I'm sad doing this. I don't care. Some people like it. Great stuff. But whatever. My friend's probably watching this thinking that this is the cringiest shit that I've seen. But I'm getting way too off topic, right? Okay, so basically I brought one of their hoodies that had legend written on it. And when I bought it, I used my Apple Pay. And this was around late 2018, early 2019. And basically I hadn't been in this house for that long, right? So my Apple Pay, they still had my old address on. I'm just thinking like stars that they got back to me in email quick enough, right? And Nick was like, oh that's fine, just tell them the address you went to, blah, blah. Imagine that, I'd have to camp outside my old house like every day just to collect the thing. If they didn't email back quick enough. But that was my mistake. My mistake. boxes and all this stuff everywhere. Okay, you handy. We had a death in the family, so in African tradition, I think it's African tradition, but maybe they do it in other places. But okay, basically in my family, whenever there's like a death in the family, family members come round, visits, bringing food, drinks, and all that. So yeah. Which I'm appreciative of. Yeah, the point is, yeah. Going off on such a tangent in this one. Since when am I not? I had my phone on battery saver mode because the phone just went on lockdown. We need to play this now. I like the intro.
What a throwback!
I know, we made a video like this years ago. It's actually so embarrassing we actually ended up unlisting it.
Yeah, it was actually our very first video that took us from being like at 3,000 subscribers to where we are now, basically.
Yeah, but it was so bad because our accents were so bad. And I'm not saying we've improved, but I'm saying we're going to address it with new eyes and ears.
We will. So we're going to go through some regional British accents. We'll give you our impressions of them. We'll give you some little tidbits and pieces of advice, but take everything we say with a pinch of salt.
Yeah, we'll try our best. I mean, we just love accents. I think that this video genuinely comes from a place of like, we just love all British accents.
Yeah.
I'm fascinated by how you can just travel like an hour up the road and hear a different accent. So take everything with a pinch of salt. Don't like diss our impressions too much in the comments, and we'll give it our best shot.
I might read their comments after this if they have any.
We just want to say
the video just went up, but
for sponsoring
you never know.
today's video. If you don't know who Speakly are, they're a language learning app which we've been using for the last few weeks and just wanted to chat to you a little bit about it.
So Speakly has 7 languages available on their app, and there's so many different exercises you can do. There's even music on the app that you can listen to, which is like really great for a learning experience. There's listening exercises, speaking, writing, and overall the app really guides you into the right direction in terms of like speaking the language quicker than maybe other apps where you just sort of like learn how to say the child ate their breakfast.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
And Speakly say that all you need to do is 30 minutes of studying a day, and in 3 to 4 months you could go from knowing nothing to being conversational, which I
is
think
massive.
is really great.
Yeah, hugely. So it just never gets boring. No one wants to like log on and do the same thing in the same style. Like for me, learning has to be new and interesting and fun. Like listening to music in a different language or watching a TV show.
Yeah.
That's work. That's productive, isn't it? Yeah, just listen to music. Yeah. So you only learn language that you really need, nothing unnecessary. It's super fast, super productive, and if you are interested, there's a 40% discount code. The link will be in our description.
So your course will cover everything. You will learn new vocabulary, you'll have speaking exercises, listening exercises, writing exercises, literally covers everything in so much depth and detail, and the app is really sleek and slick.
So, on to the video. Right, Joel, pick a region and we'll time frame it in the comments, okay?
Well, since you just moved to the Midlands, let's go with Birmingham.
Birmingham.
Southerners always call Birmingham. Which killed my OCD. Right, let's listen to someone from Birmingham, and this person is a 32-year-old female. Let's have a listen to someone from Birmingham. She is 32 and she's born in West Bromwich. Oh, I am so sorry, Joel. The volume was down. It's killing me.
Red Bar, and I think Red Bar, which is part of Birmingham.
Birmingham.
I'm a learning support practitioner in school. I work with children with special needs, mainly ADHD ADHD and autism. Children are what we do one-to-one, supporting the mainstream.
Supporting.
Supported of mainstream.
I can't tell what it is. I think it's the
Up and
like
down.
the tone of like there'll be like ADHD instead of saying like ADHD. It's like
Yeah.
ADHD.
Like the tone is like all over the place.
Yeah.
Which I love.
Yeah, I know, but also, do you not think that, like, oh, you can't skip ahead in her story? Is that always the way? I wanted to show you something else, like the way they say, like, school.
Do they say school?
SEN.
Oh, here we go.
Sort of got right back into like competitions and eating partner.
Michael.
Michael.
Bradley started to come along.
You gotta get your money somehow.
This is the other thing, they have hard G's where they're like along.
Along.
Instead of along.
Yeah, is it only the end of words or is it in the middle as well? Sweet.
Oh well.
Swing.
That's so true.
I'm
Good
on the swings.
observation. Swings.
I'm on to swing.
Do you know what I think is really sad is that, like, sometimes when people do impressions of, okay, now how do I say it? I think sometimes in like TV and film, they sometimes give people a Birmingham accent for they're like a bit of a silly character. Like in Line of Duty, one of the guys who was just an absolute idiot, they gave him, he had a Birmingham accent, and I was like, it's a shame really, because stop like making out that people from that area are like dumb, because they're not.
Yeah.
And I just noticed that even they're still doing it on TV and film, and it is actually really lovely and sing something and
is.
sweet and endearing.
I really like it.
Yeah.
I remember, I don't know if it's still the case, but when I did my degree in all of this sort of thing, they said that they in a recent survey, the Birmingham accent was rated like the least attractive accent in the UK, which is so sad because I really like it because it's very different and
I like the
sing-songy, but
Chelsea accent.
apparently it's not the fave.
Like the
So the
most
strong G is
attractive.
what you notice.
Yeah.
And
Or
in
a Geordie
terms
one.
of like the science behind it, apparently the back of the tongue is high.
Or a
blocking
cockney.
the sound of the nose. Focus on filling the space at the back of the mouth.
Okay, so they
I like DVDs.
do.
That's me filling the space at the back of my mouth.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a hard accent to do.
The lower jaw has limited movement.
So is it a bit of a tense jaw?
It's a bit of a tense
Bit of a
jaw.
tense jaw.
Obviously, like you've got the black country accent, which is apparently a little bit different to Birmingham.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna have a go at it.
Oh my god.
On to the next one.
Okay, next one. What should we do?
Okay, so if we're in the Midlands now, let's move further north. Let's go up to Liverpool.
Liverpool.
Oh, okay.
Liverpool.
This could be good.
Liverpool. Right, here we go, Joel. Let's listen to somebody, male or female?
Male.
You pick.
We'll go male.
All right, ready?
That part of the world where it was, it's close to like Venezuela and them places, isn't it? So it could have been 10 times worse. So I was lucky to get caught there. I didn't get caught. It was still a terrible experience. It was just glad it's over now. Well, the first place that I went to was like a remand prison. So I went to dorms, A and B, with like the
I bet you that most Americans would can't understand that.
I feel like it's like when we go somewhere and we just can't, we're just like, wait, what the Liverpudlian accent is to...
One thing I noticed was like the word first. So we say first with that sound, but then say first.
First. So if you were writing it down, it's like F-U. First.
First.
I'm thirsty. No, that's all right.
Say the same thing.
We'd be like Everton. I'd be like Everton.
And what was his thing at the top? Supporting. Instead of supporting.
It's supporting. And there's a really good clip that you found online of a girl saying chicken.
Yeah, should we have a look?
Yeah, I love that clip. She just sounds like, just your everyday gal from Liverpool. Listen to this
So
one.
this is amazing.
And how can I have a chicken in the breakfast?
You can have a chicken in the breakfast if you ask for chicken in your breakfast.
Breakfast.
You can ask for chicken in your breakfast.
Didn't she say breakfast like a tea? Isn't that what I used to do?
No, you said breakfast.
Oh, I used to really struggle with the word breakfast.
Yeah, you'd say like
breakfast.
breakfast.
Oh, breakfast.
Yeah.
Breakfast. Yeah. Anyway, she said... Oh, I really related to her. I really related to her. She was like breakfast.
But this is the funny thing about a real, intense Scouse accent. They will say, instead of like chicken.
Chicken.
Like they just have that.
Yeah, and that's the K. That's the K sound.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think I struggled that much to understand like the Scouse accent. There's just a few words that I'd be like, wait, what? But because we don't really see much of it on telly, do we?
No, and again, it's a really nice accent. I really like it. Like the word book, which is like boo, boo,
Yeah.
boo.
That's lovely. That's lovely.
That's not
I love that. Yeah. Can we have more of this, please?
so good.
Just a little bit more.
Phones outside. There's like 125 on each side, just bunk beds going right the way around.
And he's sad.
Right the way around.
And their intonation is like the same each time.
What do you mean, like? Maybe everything goes up at the end.
Yeah, seems
Lord
to.
help him
I
if
will
they try and
tell
do a
you
new
one
cough
little
flash.
fact about people before we move on to the next one. So, in terms of nasaling, it should be denasalized, blocking off sound to the nose
Oh, right.
outside, whereas nasal will be like up here, up here.
Which is probably the stereotype that people tend to.
Yeah, they go up, don't they?
And
Yeah.
it's not.
Weakening of the hard consonants.
Boo.
Buch.
Boo.
K is not like book.
She said they do both, don't they? They do boo or they do buch.
Oh yeah.
So I guess it depends where you're from in Liverpool. You might say buch or you might say buch.
Yeah, because to me, Buch sounds more Stoke-on-Trent.
Okay.
But isn't that that's quite far away from Liverpool? But I've heard people in Stoke say B-O-O-K. I don't know that's how you spell Book, but
B-O-O-K.
But it's just the way that O
It
sounds.
makes sense. Boo. That's a word like a goat. Boo. And it's like with a K. Book.
You're right.
Makes sense.
You're
They've got it right.
Like when people argue about the pronunciation of scone and scone.
Yeah.
Oh,
They go,
yeah.
how do you spell the word one, O-N-E, and then just put a S-C in front of it.
And then other people will be like, how do you
Scone.
spell the word throne? Throne.
Thron.
But we all know it's scones.
All right, Joel, pick an accent.
Let's go for a...
Do you want to do a London accent?
Yeah, let's do-
Bristol?
Bristol.
Bristol's
We
good.
love Bristol.
I know.
When we did a Bristol video, a Bristol newspaper wrote about it and they were very horrible about us. So
Oh my gosh, and then we had to do a job in Bristol and we took the train there.
Yeah.
And we were like, I hope no one recognises from this local article. That's so
they
funny.
were mean. The journalists were like, we love your video. Can we write an article about it? We're like, yeah, of course. And then
Yeah.
it was really horrible. So never trust journalists.
I actually think journalists
I don't
are
trust
evil.
anybody.
They're the scum of the
Anyway.
earth. Sorry. I think they are. They're
I just
awful.
think like they trick so many people, don't they? Like you see
They're
it
dishonest.
on the news all the time. Their job is to be that way.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't understand why many people would want to go into it.
Yeah.
Because they'd be in for such a hard time. Unless you're just like, I don't care.
Yeah.
I'd just be like, oh my god, I just told someone to write a nice thing and then I wrote a horrible thing.
I know.
I couldn't do that. Would you like to listen to a male or a female voice?
Let's go female.
Okay, would you like a 50-year-old lady or a 30-year-old lady?
50. Let's
50.
go old.
All right.
Old.
No, not that that's old. Okay. This is somebody.
My name is Rachel.
Oh.
My studio upstairs.
Upstairs.
And, I do a lot of sticking and
I
colouring.
do.
But actually,
Again, get your money. However you have to.
Discover Audible with an audiobook on us.
As long as I don't have to pay a penny for this shit. That's neat.
sure I'm
There we
paper
go.
and then I
It's quite subtle.
Yeah, very subtle.
I was a nurse for 25 years in Bristol.
I think that's really subtle. I
Yeah.
feel like we can notice it,
Yeah.
but would other people? Like, one thing that they say is they've got rotary R's like Americans do. So Americans would say like paper,
Yeah.
and they would say
Paper.
paper.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of like famous characters. You got This Country.
Oh yeah.
That went.
was
Didn't that
really
go viral
good.
in America as well?
And they're making
Or
an
they're
American
making-
version.
Yeah, so if you've watched the English version, you will
Yeah.
be familiar with this accent, or close to this accent.
Mm-hmm.
I guess West Country, you can't like narrow it all the way down to Bristol, but the West Country accent
Yeah.
in general sounds like this.
Mhm.
And the most distinct words that stand out, I'd say, to us would be like the word paper, like you just said,
Paper,
computer,
nurse.
how did she say nurse?
I think she just said nurse without the R, but traditional Bristol accent would say nurse.
Yeah. You know.
You know.
Yeah.
And didn't she say when she said 25, she was like 25? Like,
Yeah.
it's like the 5 is a bit like, it
Yeah.
drops down rather than 5. It's like 5.
Yeah. You know, when you just said 5, it reminded me of
Rachel. Thanks a lot, Rachel. Thanks a lot. Thanks to you. My charger's not charging on my iPad.
Because it got used to your iPad instead of mine.
It's not charging on your iPad. And it's all your fault. I hope you're happy. Because I'm telling Mum. Which is where's she from? Manchester.
Manchester.
I think it is, isn't it?
I
hope you're happy.
Because I'm telling Mum. We got to insert that. So that's our impression of Manchester.
Yeah, that's Manchester done.
We actually went on holiday once and we rehearsed that speech, so much so until we got it perfect.
I was so annoyed because now that TikTok's a big thing,
Yeah.
we were joking for ages. We learnt this
Yeah.
as if it was a monologue, and we got up in front of each other and performed for each other as if it was a drama school audition.
Yeah, we
and then
did.
someone on TikTok did the same thing. They were like me auditioning at drama school, and they were like, "Thanks a lot, Rachel." And I was like, "That was
Oh my
our
gosh.
idea."
Did we say that online and then they stole our idea?
I think they did. But
Oh my gosh.
it's our fault for not doing
Tick
it.
off, it is our fault. Pick an accent, any accent. Leeds?
Leeds. Let's go. Oh, Leeds is
Leeds.
hard because it's similar to Manchester, and I feel like because it's surrounded with all these northern cities like Liverpool, Manchester, Newcastle, I get confused between them.
I think because we have never lived
I've
like.
got to hear this.
No.
We're not like, right.
You also
that's
get a
how
clip
far
from
away
Two
from
Girls
that.
from
We
Goggle
should-
Box,
maybe
one's from
We
Leeds.
can insert a map and just like show you Leeds, so you can be
Yes.
like, or just
I
open your
just might
browser.
watch a
and just
clip
like,
of
where's Leeds at?
funny Goggle
Okay,
Box moments.
Joel, would you like
that's fine.
All I can say is the name Leeds. They'll be like Leeds.
Would you like an elderly male of 74 years old?
Oh, yeah.
Or Tony 43.
Well, a 70-year-old would be like a throwback. Hopefully, it would be a very traditional Leeds accent.
Okay, I'll play you Dennis. Play you a bit of Dennis.
All in all, say, I remember that day till I was what, about 19, wasn't it? Like that. 19 when I left it, I went up onto Gibson. That was like Johnny Lightning and that.
Even I struggle to
I'm
understand
struggling to
that.
understand
Yeah.
Go with the
that.
younger.
Okay, I'll go to someone younger because he was quite strong Leeds accent, and also older people that have not left often sound like
That's true.
Yeah.
My name's Tony, I live in Leeds. I was brought up in an area called Oslandthorpe, but now I live in an area called Cullenbeck.
Yeah, he's really easy to understand.
Follow this. You can be sat at a bus stop with somebody and they'll just start a conversation with you.
Aw.
Whether you want to listen to that conversation is a different matter, but somebody will talk to you in a bus stop. They may just start asking you what time's the bus due, but by God, you'll be asking about if it's an old woman, she'll be telling you about she's got bunions, or her grandson does this, or her grandson did that, or she doesn't like the state of the country, or whatever, but we'll talk to you.
Oh, I love that. I love his story.
Yeah.
And also we got a little insight into just the vibe of Leeds. Have we been to
Yeah.
Leeds?
Yeah, we did for that
For
school
filming.
fair.
Oh, the school. Yeah. We had to go and talk to them about
Definitely.
YouTube.
Yeah, they're really nice. But again, like, I might be able to take a guess that would have been a Leeds accent. But I feel like in my head it's just a generic northern accent because I know.
That's bad, isn't it?
And not to be offensive. It's just like Liverpool is very obviously Liverpool.
Yeah.
And I feel like Newcastle is very obviously Newcastle. But when it gets to sort of Leeds, Manchester,
Leeds.
I really struggle.
Because you're like, oh, it's blurred. It's because we're not used to it. You're like, oh, it's
Yeah.
all sounding like one generic northern
And like,
accent.
what are the features? Like, we know with Liverpool, you're
Yeah.
listening out for the chicken,
Yeah.
coke.
And Leeds, it's like, what are we really listening for?
Yeah,
I
but it's
don't
a
know.
really nice accent. I like it, but I just really find it hard to distinguish.
Yeah, I mean, I'll play a little bit.
That's what I love about Yorkshire and Leeds.
Yorkshire and Leeds. Like, for instance, Joel, if you go, oh, this person's from Yorkshire,
Yeah.
and this person's from Leeds, I'd be like, oh no, I'm not good
I'm
enough
like,
at the
I
distinction.
thought they were like
The same.
the same.
Yeah.
Yorkshire. I've got a friend from Yorkshire, and she just she sounds like that. She's like she calls cupcakes buns.
Bun.
And she's like, you want a bun? And I'm like,
It's a cupcake.
It's a cupcake. She's like,
Bun.
no.
What I would say a bun is like a hot cross bun. What
Yeah,
would
like
a
a
bun be?
bready, like bun, like
Yeah.
it can have sweet
Cinnamon
icing
bun?
sugar on it or
Yeah.
something. Yeah.
So what's a bun? If you're from Leeds and a cupcake's a bun, a bun.
Maybe or a roll.
That's another video, isn't it?
Right, let's go Newcastle.
Okay, this is
Oh,
the
here you
last
go.
one we're gonna cover, and if
I
you
like
guys
this
want
one.
to see a part 2, like let us know in the
Oh,
comments.
here it is.
Newcastle, famous celebs from Newcastle. We should have done this for every area.
Sure.
Call.
And that is why we probably know what, because Because what famous person's from Leeds?
I don't know.
But Cheryl Cole.
She put Newcastle on the map.
I feel like there's lots of comedians with this. Sarah Millican.
Yes. She's great.
She's, what do they call them?
A comedian.
Newcastleians.
Oh,
Geordies.
Geordies.
That's Newcastleians.
Yeah, she's a Geordie. So yeah, if you hear someone say Geordie accent, then this is from Newcastle.
Yeah.
It says here Newcastle/Gateshead. So I'm guessing the characters, the real people, not characters, are from either of those
We've been
areas.
Newcastle, haven't we?
We have. That was years ago for a job that never happened.
Yeah.
Okay, so
And I had
I'll
somebody
play
from
you
Newcastle.
a female.
Right. Well, I was
Ray.
obviously born in Newcastle, born and bred. Grew up in New Biggin Hall, mum and dad.
Mum and dad.
She sounds like Sophie from Geordie Shore.
Pause. You don't hear mum unless you're watching The Crown. Yes, mum.
Oh yeah, yes, ma'am.
Or do they say mum?
Or
Yes,
ma'am.
mum.
Ma'am.
Right, man.
I can't
I
remember.
can't remember either. It's been so long. Oh, that show came and went by, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't know. Do you have much?
That's a boot. A boot. That sounds like Canadian. A
Yeah,
boot.
a boot.
Is that what she said? A boot?
Oh no, she said that to an actual Canadian dating his stuff.
To drug dealers.
Drug dealers. Dealers. That reminds me of Brummy. Dealers.
Nah.
Do they not say
Dealers.
dealers? Oh, okay.
Dealers.
Dealers.
And then Newcastle. No, that was bad. Okay. She's got quiet, so I'm getting it close.
I'll never be seen again. I just hate staying in my flat because every now and again I'll get them knocking on the door in the
Knocking on the
upstairs
door.
and there.
There's one of them from Little Mix who's definitely a Geordie, because I feel like
Yes.
she's been.
Is it Jade?
I think
No.
so.
Yeah.
I think she's
Yeah.
a Geordie.
She's a Geordie. I find Geordie really tough accents to do, so I won't
Oh, yeah.
embarrass myself by doing it. Other than, have you seen the viral clip of Cheryl Cole on X Factor? Where she's like, "Are you ready?" And the
Are you
girl's
ready?
like, "I'm ready," and she's like, "Ooh." Cheryl's like, "You said that with some determination," and she's like, "I'm ready." And she's like, "Whenever you're ready." I'm gonna show you the clip. It's so good.
That's really good. I like that. I love that. Are you ready?
Whenever you're ready.
It's always like if there's someone famous, then they put that accent on the map, isn't it?
Yeah.
Whenever you're ready, Cheryl Cole. You need to write Cheryl. She's not called Cheryl Cole anymore. She's now just Cheryl, I
Yeah.
think.
Very much. You're ready? I'm ready. Well, you said that with some determination.
Oh yeah, that clip.
Okay. Whenever you're ready.
And someone's edited it, so it keeps going back and forth because they say it
I'm
like
ready.
ready about 3
You said
times. She's like,
ready.
"Are you ready?" And she's like, "Yeah, I'm ready."
ready.
And she just keeps playing
Oh,
it
you
until
said
the
that
end.
with some determination.
I'm ready.
When I'm ready. Whenever you're ready.
ready. So good.
That is really funny.
I
I don't know why that made me laugh so much. Oh my gosh, that was good fun. I love doing accents.
Yeah, oh, we love them. I just want to like discipline myself to like learn an accent properly.
Yeah, and like get really good at it. You have to like listen to some podcasts where you can just be like, right, I am
Yeah.
this person.
Oh, definitely. And it's something I'm working on because I'm learning Spanish at the moment. I'm trying to learn also Spanish accent. So also don't forget Speakly. Thank you for sponsoring today's video. Go check them out. We've got a 40% discount for you. So make the most of that.
Spice up your language learning, make it fun, and let us know how you guys get on. And we will see you guys in the next video.
See you soon.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Get this thing off me. Let me get this thing off my hand for a split second. Oh wow, I've got essay notes here still. Got my notes up. Because that it goes to yeah. Okay. So I just don't got to look at these videos. These videos just fall in my lap. Just having this about being not my favourite show. Top 10 funniest Gogglebox reactions. Okay, I'll just gotta see this.
Welcome to Watch Mojo UK, and today we're counting down our picks for the
This
top
is
10
just too
funniest
funny.
Gogglebox
If
reactions.
you're in the UK,
How could they
you'll know
put
about Gogglebox.
McDonald A national Trevor.
Like,
In a
National.
Trevor!
I thought you said a national Trevor.
I did.
For this list, we'll be looking at the most iconic Gogglebox moments that had us laughing out loud over the years. From reactions to the actual shows, all the way to the banter that makes Gogglebox so great. Who's your favourite Gogglebox cast member?
Oh, mine
Let
was
us know
Scarlet
in the
Muffet.
comments below. Number 10 is Didn't a Word? When Rylan Clark Neal and his mum decide to watch some telly, it always turns into proper son and mother banter.
Yeah.
So when the subject turned to the birds and the bees, his mum said that she did have that talk with Rylan.
Oh.
Instead of the usual talk, he got told to basically not get anyone pregnant.
Well, just behave yourself. Don't, you know.
You don't tell me anything. The basically was, you're too young to know that.
Well, it wasn't.
Oh, Peter knew about it eventually.
Rylan, whose real name is actually Ross, proudly said that he definitely followed that advice for obvious reasons. However, after a while of going back and forth, Rylan's mum seemed to have a little posh moment and commented on her son's way of speaking.
You didn't.
Is that a word? Didn't.
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 Did
Is
not.
it a word? Did not. Yeah.
Who the f*** are you? The Queen of Shambles, son? You.
Number 9, Fluffy Bits. Let's be honest, the 2020 lockdown had us all going a little bit stir crazy.
I'm still
So
gonna
in a
start
way,
hating.
Everyone could relate when Denise Van Houten started talking about her slippers and how she gets compliments from everyone.
They're not horrendous, babe. They're actually really nice, really comfortable.
Well, everyone being the postman, because that's the only person she was really seeing during the lockdown, who apparently likes Denise's fluffy bits. Get your mind out the gutter, she was talking about her
Fluffy
fuzzy
bits.
slippers.
He likes my slippers. He said I like your fluffy bits.
Fluffy bits.
It's fluffier than them slippers, I tell ya, since lockdown.
That was a very cheeky comment from Eddie. Number 8, when you love a bit of Greek.
Boris Johnson, Nicky Morgan, don't know.
Have you ever done a DNA test that revealed more information about where you're from? Well, Caroline from the Michael family is definitely not from Greece. But if there's anything we've learned from this moment, it's that you shouldn't make fun of her because she knows how to get you back. So when her daughter challenged her ancestry, Caroline got back at her with a classic.
Oh, yeah. No, well, I have had some Greek in me.
Now that's definitely not something anyone wants to hear
Greek.
from their own mum. Number 7, relatable spider moments.
We'll have some confusion
If
in
you're
me.
afraid of spiders, you can
No, joking.
absolutely relate to this scene. Pete and Sophie are beloved Gogglebox castmates,
Oh,
and
yeah.
their shenanigans never fail to entertain us. And when these two siblings saw a spider, their freak out was nothing short of iconic.
There's a huge spider on the wall.
No one seems to know what to do other than scream and basically completely forget there's a camera filming absolutely everything.
Where's he gone?
Behind the sofa.
Oh, no.
Okay, say something, just forget the camera's there.
Let's just hope that everyone's okay, including that poor spider. Number 6, big aubergine in the face.
Oh my god.
Them lesbians.
When Marina and Mary get together, you know you're in for some amazingly naughty Nan banter. This scene was declared as the best TV moment of all time, and we can definitely see why. The 83-year-old Marina revealed that she went to the Millionaires Club when she witnessed a full Monty routine. And according to Marina, it went down like this.
And right up to me, because I had turned my head to have my glasses on. My glasses went like that, and this great big in my face.
And by the looks of it, that statement definitely caught Mary and the rest of the nation completely off guard.
Oh, I can't believe you said that.
Number 5, Dave the dog headbutts.
Oh yeah.
Another fan fave is definitely Dave the dog.
Good doggies.
Doggies. Doggies, look towards me a
The
bit.
Malone, they always have
The Malone family and often steals
Have
the
pastries
show
out.
as the fam watch their programs. Dave had to wear an anxiety jacket because he got easily scared of the fireworks that were on for the bonfire night. But as they were trying to put the jacket on him, Tom got this as a thank you.
Oh, fuck.
Wait, hold up.
Jesus, I felt that.
Judging by the sound, that had to hurt at least a little bit. Tom couldn't help but say the most British phrase ever in response.
Hi.
Hold on. Where is it?
That were on for the bonfire night.
Oh, God.
But as they were trying to put the jacket on him, Tom got this as a thank you.
Jesus,
Susie,
I felt that.
Susie, that shit's funny.
Thank you.
Jesus, I felt that.
Judging by the sound, that had to hurt at least a little bit. Tom couldn't help but say the most British phrase ever in response.
Oh, you're not bad, Dave.
For the lockdown speech. The 2020 UK lockdown saw us at some of our worst. So much so that people kind of started predicting how the government will announce further lockdowns and restrictions. Tom Malone made an excellent and very true prediction of what the Prime Minister, Boris Johnson, said about one of the lockdowns.
Sort of like, go to work, don't go to work. Get public transport, but don't get public transport.
But don't go to work.
Don't go to work.
Don't go to work.
Go to work. Go to the park, but don't go to the park.
1 year later, and the Brits were just as confused about lockdown rules as they were at the start of the pandemic.
Go in your car, but then don't go in your car. Go on a bike or walk. Or go in your car. And then stay at home and then go to work. That's crystal clear to me, that.
Number 3, Kate Mary Poppins Middleton.
But at least they didn't come between me and my prosecco.
When you got
And my
that
pizza.
royal crush, it really does hit you hard. Kate
Last
Middleton
night.
leaves many people smitten. It's that royal shine that some people just can't get enough of. And Umar Siddiqui is one of those people, because the way he spoke about Kate while watching her on TV was just, well, he's in love for sure.
I'm not like talking just about like attractive, but there's something very like perfect about Kate. She was almost like Mary Poppins perfect.
Yeah,
Mary
when
Poppins.
you're compared to Mary Poppins, that's pretty much the
dead.
highest compliment you can get. The grace, the knowledge,
They say
she's
you can, you
practically perfect in every way. And so is the Duchess of Cambridge, at least according to Umar, although his family seems to be in agreement too.
She's that perfect that she's beyond like sexual. Or
Yeah, alright.
Beyond sexual.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't like be comfortable like having those kind of thoughts about Kate, you know.
Number 2, mask off.
Open your eyes, open your eyes.
Dogs.
The 2020 pandemic has challenged some people in the best and worst ways. But by the looks of it, even dogs had just about enough of masks.
Oh, yeah.
They don't like those masks for some reason.
In this ultimate classic, Dave the dog attacks Tom after he put on his mask. He really isn't about the mask life, is he?
Look like these masks, Dave, I'll tell you that. David!
Dave, let go, Dave.
David! Dave, right. Jesus! Oh.
He ends up pulling the mask off him and pretty much chokes him in the process before running away with the mask in his mouth. Bless Dave. He also seems to hate helium and hates to be pranked.
David! David! David!
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.
This one's okay.
Number 1, don't eat the face mask.
Oh.
The sun gets you all, mate.
I get blisters.
Speaking of masks, one of the best Gogglebox moments of all time belongs to Jenny and Lee. Lee went to grab some crisps and a dip. Or at least that's what he thought it was.
You can't eat that.
What?
Oh my god, it's my face pack.
Jenny immediately freaked out when she noticed he was actually eating one of her face masks. Lee was in
that's
complete
funny.
disbelief as Jenny quickly put the mask back in the fridge. To be fair to Lee, a lot of face masks actually do look edible.
It's a face mask.
Well, it was
I just put it in there to...
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo UK and subscribe for more
You're
great
making me
content.
laugh because Gogglebox is on tomorrow. At least I think it is. This is like the last episode of the series. I don't know. That's last week's episode was the last episode of the series. At least for another couple months. Okay. Either way, I'm pretty much done here. I'm not even gonna bother clean the hub. The most I'll do is the sink. I'm not cleaning my fucking hub. No, at least not now. I'll probably hire someone to do it. Or just get somebody else to do it. So either way, I'm not fucking doing that thing. Maybe tomorrow I might. Maybe next week. Either way, I'm not doing it tonight. But But I think I've been away from my computer and this essay long enough. And I'm about to go back to it. Let's go back into the line then. But to be fair, I'm a line and I'll shred this shit. Okay, so I'm off to sort this shit out. But before I do that, I need to go upstairs and get back to my computer. Bye.